Many innocent women, by virtue of their age and baseless evidence, are doing time in secluded towns for using black magic to cause some misfortune in their communities. Over the years, these alleged witches have sought refuge from torture and even lynching. So to protect their lives, they flee to witch camps. They are denied the opportunity to defend themselves. Sadly, the way a chicken dies determines whether the so-called witches are guilty or not. If a chicken dies with a beak facing the ground, then it means the accused is guilty. For years, the entire fate and course of many women are determined by the way a chicken dies. The 67-year-old Zinabusugui has been living in the Patenga camp for more than 6 years after she was accused of being witched by her brothers.
And life is okay for me. Why do I say so? I was chased away from my own community by my own family members, so I feel somehow protected at the Patenga camp. Now, if my people who chased me away come back to say, we are sorry, come back to the community and let's stay together, I'm ever prepared to go back. Until the time that they say I should come back, I cannot risk my life going back to that community. I will forever remain at the shrine at Patenga. That is why I'm still there. I'll be willing to go home because that is my cherished dream. But bear in mind that I mentioned that my own people chased me away. So if the camp where I am, Patenga camp, is closed today, I'll be willing to go home. But first, that will depend on whether my people will accept me or not.
Several of these women living in camps for fear of being attacked and lynched have continued to live in very deplorable states. Matilda Hamaga for Joy News.
Meanwhile, government has been outlining the roadmap for the closure of the Bonyase witch camp in the northern region on December 15, 2014. The intervention includes sensitization to address stigmatization and provide the alleged witches some skills which will enable them to fully integrate into society.
The initiative forms part of efforts to end human rights abuses associated with witchcraft accusations in the country. There are 6 of such camps in the northern region, with inmates number about 681, most of whom are poor and vulnerable old women between the ages of 60 and 70 years. 199 alleged witches have so far been freed within the past 1 year. As part of efforts to a total eradication of witch camps, the disbandment will also witness the reintegration of 50 alleged witches into communities of their own choice.
The earliest position was just to provide a shelter, but now it is becoming an institutionalized function, a shelter, which has its own problems. So you have to go back. So education as well. So there's a roadmap which is now established. In fact, skills training is being given, and it's not like they're going to be left alone. There will be continuous monitoring for final establishment. So the first one is acceptance, which is very huge for us. And the families, the communities are now very well educated. So when they are accepted, the economic activities will continue through the skill training which has been done, and the support, it will also be continuing.
The process, which is spearheaded by the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, will be coordinated by ActionAid Ghana, Songtaba, as well as the Ministry of Chieftaincy and Traditional Affairs.
Sensitization of youth leaders, sensitization of traditional authorities, sensitization of the entire community, and even the victims themselves, because of the stigma and because of the fear of being attacked again. We need to actually talk with the victims. So what we are aiming at is that, yes, we are not challenging whether witchcraft exists or not, but what we are saying is that the way the victims are treated is dehumanizing and is violating their fundamental human rights. So if such situations should emerge in communities, then they should find a way of sorting it out and letting the people stay back within their community.
Meanwhile, the 5 remaining witch camps in Ghana are being prepared for closure. Matilda Pomaga for Joy News, Accra.